Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening, bringing you an individual zodiac sign reading. This one is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Taurus. Check your North Node. Your heart will guide you. If there's a message in there for you, use that as your best resonator. If it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, spit it out. No big deal. Walk away. I'm kind of a tell it like it is, whatever the story lays out. If you don't like something you hear, that's probably because Spirit's trying to pull that out of you to heal it. And then if there's something in it that you really find useful, then good too. I'm very happy to do any of those things. I'm simply a vessel of light in service of the collective. That's all I'm trying to do. Is I feel the pull for evolution in our species, and in the mortal words of Bill Hicks, I really think we weren't just supposed to stop at thumbs. We were supposed to keep going. So, all right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Taurus. Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, Spirit, thank you in advance. First card out, current energy, Knight of Cups, Page of Rods. Looking towards the future. Really taking a heat in the future. Heart space, we've got the Four Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And possible outcome, Six of Pentacles and the Devil. And then underlying energy, or what you might not be aware of, got the King of Rods, Three of Pentacles, and the World. So Spirit is definitely driving you to end a cycle. There's a drive in you that something is done. And something is done and something wants to begin. When I see this is the underlying energy, this is something that's in your belly that you want to come together because something is ending. There's a drive in you to end whatever is currently no longer serving you because you want something else. That's what that Three of Pentacles is. It's wanting something new, wanting to begin and come together with a new job, a new relationship, a new way of going about relating with your family, something new that you want to pull into you. And Spirit is right on with you, saying, yes, the cycle that you've been in needs to come to completion. And whatever this new thing is driving. If this is your underlying energy, this is what Spirit is with you on. And you're sitting in the King of Rods position with Spirit on this. And then when you go to the current energy, you're just at the Knight of Cups and the Page of Rods, where that passion, underlying, you're in the King of Rods, but in the current, you're just at the Page. You're just kind of playing with it, and then you're more in your emotions about it. When you sit at the Knight and then the Page, it's like your emotions are kind of driving this. So there's a balance that needs to happen, maybe some healing, taking into account that there's some things from the past that need healed, because you're just sitting at that Page of, it's not the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is that offer to yourself that needs to be made. You can't offer anything external you unless you've offered it to yourself first. And that's the biggest lesson, is that I'm going to read I'm always going to do my readings in, these Knights are internal archetypes. We cannot offer others outside of us forgiveness or emotion of any sort unless we've been able to do that for ourselves first. It will always end up in the same cycle repeating. And I'm seeing that kind of play out here, maybe. And I mean, in your current, or in your heart space, there's the Queen of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So I want to say that this, the balance that's being struck here is between what is honest and what is passion. That's where I'm seeing, and the emotions are kind of getting in the way. So there's some emotional healing that needs to go on, so that this balance between the King of Rods and the Queen of Swords, which this is underlying, this is Spirit saying, right on, your idea, that thing that seems to be giving you that energetic push is right on. But there's some honesty that needs to come out, because this is in your heart space, is the Queen of Swords. And then, I think it's the honest reflection on what is serving you and what needs to go away. You don't need to hold on to everything. Using that balance between passion and honesty. Spirit's with you with whatever the passion, whatever that thing is that's driving you. Spirit's with you. You've got the page in the current, but I think these emotions are what's getting in the way. So you need to, it's like Spirit is asking you to take an honest reflection of what is it that you need to hold on to and what needs to go to the wayside, so that you can come into, your possible outcome. When, the Devil card is not a bad card. There are no bad cards. The Devil card is simply things that have enslaved us, things that have bound us to rituals we may not be so proud of. But when you have it coupled here with the Six of Pentacles, it's recognizing that none of that is in vain. It doesn't have to be in vain. It only takes a simple turning of perspective to say, I went through those things to learn the necessary tools to be fair and to have everything I want physically, so that I can give to those who I want and share with what in a fair manner. Really, this is all about sharing in a fair manner. That there's no reason to hold on to things that are no longer serving you, because they're only serving you to sit in this energy. When we can pull ourselves out of that energy by recognizing that all of those addictions, all of those, and I usually, all of the things that have enslaved us are simply trying to teach us things about ourselves. If you're addicted to too much TV time, why? Why are you on the TV so much? There's a beautiful word out there. I've been trying to quit smoking, but it hit me the other day. It's cold outside. It's probably the only thing that's pulling me outside on a regular basis to sit and reflect and be in the sun. And Spirit said, it's okay. I don't have to quit smoking right now. It's helping me go outside and be part of nature. And you know what? I will quit when it's time. But at the other token, if I stop at half a cigarette because it's cold outside, I come back. I'm not beating myself up. I'm not going to beat myself up over anything that I'm addicted to, so long as I am the master of it. I'm recognizing the usefulness in my drive forward. So that's what this is. It's recognizing, that's exactly what the Six of Pentacles and this Devil card is. It's recognizing the usefulness in what we've gone through, what we're going through, what we feel is restricting us, and changing the perspective on it, so now it's driving us forward. So this is simply, to me, this is Spirit asking you to balance between a little honesty and passion, because the passion, that thing that's driving you, that you want so bad, is just taking an honest look at some emotions, really, and healing some past hurts, probably. Something that, or maybe some shame. Maybe it's the shame of having these addictions. Maybe it's the shame of some things that we feel we did while we were in our addictions, and feeling like that's our block. It's not your block. It simply is trying to get you to look at things about yourself and recognize them from a different perspective. Forgive yourself, heal yourself, because Spirit wants you to have whatever this is. The cycle, Spirit is asking the cycle to be over. Spirit is asking for the cycle to end, and that what you want to pull together will come to you as soon as you take an honest look at the things you've done, not as these bad things you need punishment for, but as a lesson and moving forward in a balanced manner. Because everyone can benefit from the struggle that we've gone through if we learn the correct lesson. I hope this helped, Taurus.